And we are underway. Slight Wi-Fi problem, but I think we are live right now, ready to go. Building lost internet for a second, but it looks like everything is streaming fine. Today's matchup, ladies and gentlemen, Central Connecticut State University up against the New Haven Chargers. Two blue teams battling it out, both from Connecticut, obviously. An M2 team in CCSU taking on the M3 Chargers, so looking for an upset here for sure. Chargers straight into the offensive end, quick shot. Whistles along the broad side of the net. Carries all the way back into New Haven's own end. CCSU from the wall puts it out in front. Almost jabbed on net. Pass broken up in front. Chargers able to get a clear, looking for a home run pass. Was Spryer trying to be the recipient. As we will get a whistle for a quick stop. Puck quickly flipped out by New Haven, and they'll ice it right away. Chargers understandably upset that there was no whistle. Ola making a couple of nice saves right there in order to bail his team out. And it's going to be a power play for CCSU to start off. Some fans yelling at the Stripes that they missed the first one. It appears that way. Shot will ring off the bar, still alive. CCSU try to get it net front, is for his second. High into the air and will touch down in the neutral zone. Chargers look to send it the length, bounces off the end boards. Owen Davidson sends it to the far side, dumped in at the red line. Rodriguez chases, takes a bump from Tomasi. Dylan Goldstein gets a touch on it now, slides it under his stick. Centering bid, does pop to the slot, almost cleared, takes a wild bounce. Karams to the blue line, but not out. Thomas down the middle, pass off to his right, shot through traffic, goes just askew of the goal as we reach under a minute to go in this power play for CCSU. Owen Davidson will take it back, looks for an outlet pass towards the middle. Stepping up in his own blue line is Bohannon. CCSU not able to crack into the O-zone right there. Benjamin Wosko back for it. Madera trying to take it off his stick. He'll circle around, go for another lap. Less than 20 seconds to play for this CCSU power play. Find the break in from the far point. Wosko down low, picks it off the boards, puts it through the slot. No one getting a stick on it. Dylan Stein possessed it, lost it. Now back to 5-on-5. The Chargers looking for a shorthanded rush. CCSU, another centering bid. They're going east to west with ease through this Chargers defense. You got to feel that they're bound to put one in at some point if it continues like this. Anthony Rosa on the backhand feeds his defense, trying to set up a pick. Bohannon now gets to the red line, dumps in. Ends up being a shot saved by Fritz. Or check that, Selstad. Griffin Mansk accidentally playing it off the referee's skate, so no clear there for the Chargers, but they'll regroup and successfully get it out. Goodwin trying to break the blue line, was batted away by Thomas. Dumped into the Chargers zone, and it'll be an icing on CCSU. So the Chargers still trying to get settled after what they felt was a missed penalty followed by a penalty of their own. Face off coming in the O zone now, taken by Fassett. Alex Rodriguez curls around his own net, charges forward. Chopping it up through the neutral zone, taking a bump and pushed off the puck completely by Mansk. Good job from Griffin Mansk. Team going on to the counterattack, taken back by Wosko. Dumps it in past the end boards, chasing it after himself. Brady Price was there but couldn't get it cleared. Leads to a shot and another one. Whistles in front of the crease. CCSU from the point this time. Sails without anyone touching it. Now finally they get in front of one of these centering attempts. Goodwin plays it off the backhand and out. Brady Price trying to shimmy past the check but couldn't get through. Belongs to McCarter now. He'll circle it around the boards. Wosko to the neutral zone. Intercepted, batted back the other way. Benjamin Wosko again. Trying to get his team going north. This time he's met by Monopoly. First period flying through. Not a lot of stoppages. These teams wanting to skate, wanted to get going into the action. Tomasi finding an outlet pass with Jimmy Brady. Brady, one more forward. Fassett gets to the goal line. Fakes on his skates. Pinched off the puck and now stripped from it. Dylan Goldstein can't clear though. Shot from the outside circles. Deflects and goes wide right. Another opportunity for the Chargers. They get it in front of the net. It's swept away. Still loose. And now played to the point. Another opportunity for the Chargers. This time the shot is met by bodies out in front for CCSU. They try to clear. Held alive at the far point this time. CCSU still battling at the blue line. Finally push it free. The Chargers have to check up. Fassett sends it away. Brady on the backhand. Reaches Tomasi. Pinched into the boards. Stays strong on his skates. It's actually a Monopoly. Doing a good job battling. Jimenez. Trying to find the puck in the O zone. Has her teammates supporting her. Taken by CCSU. They generate a shot. Back the other way. Spryer in on net. He scores off the bar and in. 1-0 Chargers. And we'll take a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. Great job from Spryer. Picks the far post. Puts it into the back of the net. It's Chargers 1, CCSU still looking. Quick shot back the other way for the Blue Devils. Got to imagine it's an exciting year for New Haven sports. Move up to Division I for all the NCAA athletics. New season for the Chargers here in the ACHA. Get to watch all the action live here on the LI Sports Network. There's plenty to be excited about. Football team with a couple nice wins, I believe. They had one against Albany, a traditional powerhouse. Spryer now up to the right circle, looking to pick the same post. Gets a shot followed up by one of his teammates. Anthony Rosso was Johnny on the spot, but couldn't put it into the back of the net, so it stays 1-0. Well, I don't think got a piece of that puck. Instead, it swipes behind the back of the net. Chargers trying to clear. Getting tossed into this blender of hits from the Blue Devils. Puck out in front. Shot save. Ola looking for the rebound. It deflects around and goes behind the net. New Haven catches a break right there. Still in the O-zone. RCCSU. Spryer now has an opportunity to clear and isn't going to make a mistake. Big reverse hit as well from Spryer. CCSU still needs to check up. I don't think that Visone realized. So it's going to be a face-off. Should go all the way down to CCSU territory. 8:14 remaining in the first period. Take another look at that goal earlier on. That's a great wrister right there. Monopoly on the face-off. Wins it back. It pops forward. He puts it in front of the goal. Selstad was there to make a save and puts the deflection wisely towards the far boards. Deflecting it off his skate as fast. It's taken back by CCSU, and they wheel up ice. Been a very physical game despite it being a relatively young game. Seen hits, seen reverse hits. Seen a couple of players get face-to-face after whistles. College hockey breeds a lot of competitiveness. Puck down below the goal line. 4 players all jockeying for possession. It's swept off the boards, held alive for now by the Chargers. O'Shea pitches it in deep again, and Wasco decides, you know what, I'll do this myself. Power move, gets around his own blue line, now past the other. Still strong on the puck before he gets slammed into the boards. Good hit by Mansk. That separates Wasco away from it, allows his team to break out. That's if Fassett can get away, but can't. Turnover. Down low for the Blue Devils. Put it out in front. Great job on the back check by Jimmy Brady. Got his stick in the shooting lane. Didn't allow to go off clean. 6:50 remaining in the first period. CCSU strong on the forecheck, putting it out in front to the high slot. A blast on net just goes off to the right side. Not sure who got a piece of that, but it was just mere inches away from sliding in. Spryer back out onto the ice. He scored the goal just a couple of minutes ago. Brady Price circles in his own zone. Looking for a little deception. Price still holding on to it. Blows by another defender. Bryce still going. His shot deflects to the boards. CCSU, hard pass. Banks ahead. Could go down for an icing and will not, actually, as the referees call it off at the last second. Very close margin right there. The Blue Devils are sure to take it. Momentary lull in the action. Turnover out in front, save required. Old makes it. 5:35 to play. Off the face-off, puck played toward the net, bounces off a couple of sticks, and now the Chargers can get a clear going. Spryer almost sprung forward. Offsides called by the linesman on the near boards. Going to give a little bit of room for Wosco to power forward down Main Street. Drags around one player, looking for a shot. Ola, a big save, goes tumbling into the back of the net and somehow keeps that puck out. As the face-off going to be over to the left. Of Ola. Chargers going to win the face-off instantly. Quickly springing forward. Shot. Snaps off wide to the right. Bohannon can't keep it in. This is going to be a CCSU rush. 2-on-1 if they go quickly. Shot blocked. Rebound. Not going to go on net. Shut down by the Chargers. They get just barely back in time. Physical battle along the boards now. Puck hemmed up in the corner. Slides free. Bohannon, long ranger, saved. Big reverse hit as well in the corner. Chargers continue to win this physical battle along the boards. Anthony Rosa with the most recent victim. As he'll go and hop back over the bench for a little bit of rest. This is William McCarter past the line. He'll dump it in. Alex Rodriguez will chip and chase. Comes to the high slot. Chargers find it there. A little bit of a miscue. Fassett will have to touch back up. Ryan O'Shea flips it to his defensive partner. Now Jimmy Brady comes across, dumps it off. Monopoli ridden into the boards heavily by CCSU, stripped of the puck, back for Brady. I wonder if there's another world where there's a Brady Jimmy playing for the Chargers. Fassett carries it down low to the left wing corner. Looking to send it back up to the point. It's stripped off the boards. A shot intercepted. Flipped high and could be a breakaway. Here comes CCSU. Ola trying to get his stick in there, but can't in time. 1-1 the score now. CCSU even it up. Back to the center dot as the Chargers try to recollect themselves after that unfortunate goal. CCSU instantly with more pressure. A shot does carry him off a leg and go wide left of the net. McCree trying to force it through. Price putting it out in front. It's still loose. The referees blew the whistle. They didn't have a good angle, but it was loose. Selstad didn't have it underneath his pads. It was off on the left foot. .256 remaining in this first period. 1-1 the score. Both goals coming on breakaway opportunities. Man down for CCSU. Allows a little bit more pressure from Goodwin. Can't come away with the puck, though. Davidson clears it past his own blue. Taddeo gives it away. Here's Davidson again, repelled once more by the Chargers. Now they have some room to operate in the blue zone. Carried in deep by Price. Feeds it back to the blue line. Pops out in front, backhander still dribbling free, somehow not buried into the back of the net. Puck loose in the right wing corner. 4 bodies come together. Couple of sticks tying up. Referees say everything's clean. Tomasi trying to skate it down the wall. Finally loses his handle. Tomasi trying to beat the pinch that was coming out the blue line and does. Removes himself from the puck. Still strong on his stick. Slides it through a player's legs, but no snapshot from Madera. Long Ranger is turned aside, and once again, CCSU find a clear. $1:30 to play in the first period. Keegan Grace dumps it in. Popped out for Spryer. Looks for a home run pass, but it banks a little too far past his man. Davidson trying to send his team onto the attack. The puck deflects into the netting. Will take a face-off with 1:02 to play in the first. Puck to the blue line. Passed across. Now it's cleared out to Spryer. Floats it. Rosa held up. CCSU take it back, looking for another rush with 45 seconds left in the first period. Chargers will dump it in. Icing shouldn't be called on this play and won't be. Puck pops out for Rodriguez. He gives it back to his D-core. To the near side now with Davidson. Stretch pass ahead. CCSU with some space. Shot snapped on net down low. Ola makes the save. 20 seconds left in the period. Puck rotates back up high. Shot with a screen in front is off to the left. Another shot. Traffic. Ola spots it through the whole time. Makes the save. 11 seconds left in the period. Got some shenanigans after the whistle as one of the Chargers' gloves was tossed over to the corner. Gorman will go and pick it up. Gorman from Bayport, New York, Long Island native. Always got to shout out our Long Island players. Puck drops. CCSU trying to control it there. And it looks like the period's going to expire. Little bit of pushing after the fact, but the puck did die out in the corner. So after 20 minutes, it's 1-1 between Central Connecticut State University and New Haven. And we'll be right back for the second period here on the LI Sports Network. And we are returning for the second period. Fresh 20 on the clock as both teams back out onto the ice. One goal aside, both coming off rushes. Spryer was the one who potted it for New Haven. Bit of an unfortunate breakaway the other way where Ola misjudged if he should go for the poke check and try to send it away to the boards, but couldn't get there in time. An awkward situation to be in as a goalkeeper. Not one you really fall into that often, not really one that you practice. It's really just based off judgment, so he'll know it obviously for next time how to judge a little bit better, and he's been very, very solid outside of that one incident. A lot of confidence in the goaltending on this team for New Haven. Chargers win the face-off, play it to the near side boards. Here's Fassett, past the blue line, dangles and then loses the puck in his skates. CCSU smack it away. Skating 2-on-2 past the blue line, lots of speed, leads to a quick shot, pops high into the air, still alive. Batted down by a nice hand from O'Shea, will put it behind his own net where it's in no danger to his goalkeeper. New Haven now send it back into center ice. Try to tap it at the far point to keep it alive. Ends up becoming a foot race at the red line. Fassett looking for one more dangle. Couldn't get around his man. Good job from Thomas to stay in front of that puck. CCSU try to hit it to the trailers in the slot. A quick shot, they score. Too much traffic out in front. It deflects a couple of times. And the Blue Devils have their first lead early on in this second period. We'll take a replay of that as well. Hard to see exactly when that deflected, but I don't believe it went in cleanly. We'll take a second look at it. See this shot coming from the slot. A lot of speed. It may never have actually deflected off of anyone. Regardless, 2-1 the score now for CCSU. Just 49 seconds gone by in the period. We'll get another quick pause as that puck deflects into the netting. Got a couple of other streams going on here on the LI Sports Network in case you want to check those out. Have some Suffolk County High School hockey as well as another ACHA matchup, an M1 matchup between ranked Oswego and ranked Stony Brook. Oswego currently up 4-2. Chargers once again back into their own end. Puck goes down and covered up, so we'll get the whistle. Puck in the right wing dot. One back by CCSU. Quick pressure from the Chargers. Madeira looking for Spryer at the half wall. Pokes it down and almost having an open man, and Max Gorman instead is going to be a breakout for CCSU, skating in 2-on-1, make it 3-on-1, penalty taken. CCSU will be going to the power play. Ola making some more great stops. He's going to be needed for the next 2 minutes as well. On to the 5-on-4. CCSU hold it in at the blue line. Tap out. This is going to be a shorthanded break. Chargers looking to even it up. Brady in on net. His shot is saved. Selstad will stand strong. Nonetheless, an effective way to kill off some time. CCSU set up behind their net, stretch pass into the neutral zone, instantly hits a stick, deflects towards the boards, rattles around off a couple of skates, still not really possessed by anyone. Finally, O'Shea gets on top of it, but he's ripped away. And now the Blue Devils break in. Puck left for Davidson to skate onto it. Turns down low. Davidson back for control at the left circle, feeds the blue line. Shot taken, deflected in front, ends up in the netting. Chargers do get the clear. Trying to get north up ice, but instead it comes back for Tomasi. Fading away, he'll play it down the length to kill off more time. Under a minute left on this power play for CCSU. Finding their first lead of the game early on into this period. Obviously, no team has led by 2. Puck twirled around the boards, held in at the near point. Stein trying to put it out in front, and bar down, they score. A beautiful shot. And there's that 2-goal lead I just talked about. Great feed. What a wrister. Benjamin Wosko out in front, given way too much time. 16:38 left to play. Shot loose in the paint for a second. Jimenez wasn't able to get her stick on it, but still had a prime opportunity right there. Spryer puts it off the boards. Another one turned on net. And another save required by Ola. Blast from the blue line. Ola got a piece on it, and then it banks off the end boards. CCSU skimming around the boards. Quick onto it is Tomasi trying to clear, take some punishment for it. At the red line, it's dumped in. Madeira can't get to it, but he's backed up by Rosa. Collects it at the left wing corner, trying to feed the point. Quickly skating onto it is Gorman, but he'll give it away. 2-on-1, make it 1-on-1, then play it over to the boards. Good defensive effort from Bohannon, who is the last man back. 4-on-2 now for the Chargers. They get one shot blocked, rebound, and another save. CCSU can now skate on forward. 3-on-2, 3-on-3 with the back check. Shot saved once again by Ola. A little bit of stick fighting down low. Puck loose. Centering bid goes a little awry. Now ends up out in front. Ola with a great stop. Another D-zone face-off won by the Chargers. O'Shea looking to clear, comes out to the red line, then pinched back in by CCSU. Takes a nice Charger bounce around the boards. Look for an exit strategy off the far point. CCSU get it back in the neutral zone, play it in on net as a dumping attempt, but ends up as a shot. Ola making another save. 14:52 left to play in this period. It's definitely been a slower period than the first. A lot more icings, definitely a lot more shots for CCSU. Face off, one back to the blue line. Davidson was looking for something but couldn't find a shot on net. Now the Chargers go up and out. Fassett. Fluttering puck, does end in deep. Davidson back for it, can't clear at the far point. Shot does come back out in front, rebound and a save. Still not cleared by CCSU. Held alive this time by O'Shea. Hits a man at the right circle. Shot looked more like a pass. Does get through the slot regardless. CCSU ladles it down into the corner. Takeaway. Quick shot coming up, and Ola makes the save. Good strip by Jimenez right there. Face-off, creates an opportunity from the half wall. Whistles wide over to the right of the post. CCSU find it out in front. Ola trying to get over but can't make the stop. It's a 4-1 lead now. CCSU on top big. Brody Davidson with the tally. Fluttering puck snatched out of the air by Ola. CCSU, another quick wrister. Ola got his paddle down this time, deflects it out of play. Keegan Grace puts another quick puck on net. Chargers finally getting it out of their own ends. Madeira taken out as he was flying forward. Wosko had a beautiful power play goal earlier. Tries to hit Goldstein. Chargers wheel it up. Tomasi had his stick interrupted. Gets back on top of the puck. Ridden to the boards by Goldstein. Separated. Clear attempt from CCSU, and they'll get it out. Good back check coming through. John Fisher dumps it in, allows his forwards to go chase after it. He'll go off for a change. Icing should be called here on the Chargers now and will. Another shot through traffic. Ola not tested on that one. Nifty hands along the boards. The puck is cleared as Davidson couldn't hold it in. Shot coming from the slot now. Popped up high. Jimenez after it. Working one-on-one down low. Jimenez comes away, trying to circle the net. Puts it out in front, almost leading to a shot from Goldstein. Back into center ice. Davidson calm under pressure. Ahead to Bryce Jimenez for a one-timer from the slot. Another opportunity on this shift. McCarter was out in the crease ready for a bank shot. Instead, the Chargers finally find some breathing room. Jimmy Brady forward and will draw a penalty. So New Haven to the power play, looking to claw back this lead. They need 3 scores to tie it first. Puck put back into the play over in the right circle. Back to the line. Mansk gives it right. Now to the slot. Pitched on net off the backhand. Still loose out in front. Charger trying to find something. They'll draw another penalty. Exactly what the doctored order. An extended 5-on-3 coming up. $1:48 to be specific. Got to imagine if you're going to find a way back into this game, it would be with at least 1 goal here on the 5-on-3. Quick clear. Rodriguez chasing after it. Should be able to get there first. Looking backwards the whole time. Wants to know what pressure is coming. Rodriguez gets his stick tied up. Mansk finds the outlet. Monopoli gives it past the blue line. Taken back by CCSU. Minute 23 still left on this 5-on-3, but New Haven definitely need to make the most of it with time in the offensive end. Ahead for Price. He loses it, and it's sent away once more. It's Goldstein to carry it in deep. Wraps around. Plenty of speed for Goldstein, and he'll give it right back to his defense to kill off even more time in this 5-on-3. Down to 50 seconds now. Clearing opportunity, breaking up. Exactly what New Haven needed, but they couldn't keep it in the zone. On the reset, Mansk to slow things down. Spryer powers it down the wall. Back pass. Mansk skating for it quickly. Collects it at the blue line, trying to hit the open man, but it ends up going to a player in light blue. Ola pressured. 23 seconds now in the 5-on-3. Chargers probably with one more good opportunity here. Rosa circles, puts it back out in front. Drag shot to bring it to the middle. Still no available space. Now a great opportunity in on net. They score! It wasn't pretty, but they got it done. Evan leading the way for his team with that shot in front. Makes it 4-2. Power play still alive. So it's 5-on-4 now for 18 seconds. It's going to have to be quick if they want another one. Jimmy Brady giving it up the wall. Sauced around. Madeira trying to get it. Net front, but the power play will expire just like that. Not exactly enough time to do anything right there. Nonetheless, 2-goal lead now for CCSU. Looks a little bit better, and with half of this game still remaining, Chargers have to be optimistic about their comeback potential. Face-off won by CCSU. Play down the length of the ice. McCarter into a foot race will wave that off. Blows a tire as he got down low. Spryer going skate to stick, does turn it over. Ola popping the puck up high off his paddle. Has enough defensemen around him to calm it down. Rosa now looking for some speed, angling off a couple of players. Rosa still with it, sliding it over to his left. Shot, Madeira couldn't get it through. Pops up into the netting, and with 8:32, we'll take another face-off. Loose puck, Goldstein trying to get to it. Passes it around down low for Davidson. Hounded by Monopoly. Goes to the far point. A shot wasn't too far off. It's Mark. Taddeo gets it into the right wing corner. Brady keeps with it. Another blaster. Loose in the crease still. Finally works free into the neutral zone for CCSU. Blasted deep by Fassett, the most recent goal scorer in this game off the power play. Cleared to the neutral zone. A mishandle leads to a 2-on-1 CCSU break. A good sweeping check. Shuts it down. It's great defensive hands from Taddeo right there. Wobbling puck will carry around the boards. Room for Tomasi. Angled off by Jimenez. Bounces around a couple of times, and an offsides call from the linesman. Face off in the neutral zone. One back for the Chargers. Gorman plays it on a hop. McCree finds it, trying to slide it in front. Another look for Price here. Tries to work it around the boards. Jimenez interrupts him for a second. Price gets it back through a couple of skates. Almost finding Goodwin on a shot in front. Here is Goodwin, backhander. Through all that traffic, a blast from the half wall, well high above the crossbar. Another look from the blue line, got through the traffic but didn't deflect on net. Brady Price shoves it in front, and it's covered up. Selstad needed a break right there and got one. .6:19 to play in this middle frame. Icing called. Once again, you're watching the LI Sports Network. My name's Kevin Broderick. Joined by Johnny Malizia on the camera. Off the draw, Chargers get it back. Spryer, a quick shot. Glove save. Spryer couldn't control it, so accidentally kicks it back out to the neutral zone. His team trying to dump it in. Under 6 to play in the middle frame. Blue Devils have it with Thomas down low. Dumps it off for his defensive partner. Spryer could get an interception off the boards and does. Pushed away by Rodriguez. Spryer looking for his line mates for a little bit of support. They come in to help him, but CCSU, tenacious on the puck, will bring it ahead. Potential dangerous opportunity. One-on-one, out in front. Shot, better save. Ola got in front. Clear comes through, no icing either. Oh, that was almost a little nifty takeaway by Madara. Offsides now. Get a quick replay of that most recent save. Great blade work right there. It's a strong move to get over, obviously, as a goaltender. To match speed with someone who's cutting in front of you, not exactly the easiest thing to do. A lot about angles right there. I always tip my cap to anyone who's willing to play goalie in this sport. Or lacrosse. Not easy positions to fill. A lot of responsibility as well. Tomasi trying to find an outlet. Does get through. Facet in on net. Rings it off the bar. Still strong on it. Main Street looking for a shot. Deflects off a skate and out of play. Evan has been doing great work for his team. Centering bid. Chargers do clear. Rodriguez curls around his own zone, looking for an outlet pass. Ola will steer aside. Davidson's shot comes back to the blue line with Rodriguez. Swipes it off to his right for Fisher. Fisher taking a hit, but does keep the puck in. Centering feed not there. Chargers take it back. Flipped high into the air, now touched by a high stick. Wosko will have to give possession away. Tomasi, check that, make it Monopoly. Wosko now with it, trying to get it past the blue line. Big hit. Another big body for CCSU. That was Davidson, scored a goal earlier as well. CCSU with one of those jersey fonts that kind of makes the 6 look like an 8, except for that small little cutout of a triangle that differentiates it. Not a huge fan. As from a broadcasting perspective, it's confusing at times. Regardless, we're here for hockey, not for my opinions about things. Puck dumped in again for the Chargers. Looking to play it off the glass and out. Held in by CCSU. Bryce Jimenez can't keep it alive, though. Comes down the ice, and a whistle will be enforced. Johnny, if you get the opportunity, could you zoom in on one of those numbers for me? .235 to play. Davidson looking for something in the neutral zone. Ends up with a shot. Held alive by CCSU. They try to work it down low. Jimenez almost had a chance for an empty net look. Ola was well off his guard. Diving play to clear the zone. Jimenez a shot, deflected in front. Gorman was back for it. Some hits behind the goal. Ola will cover that up for another pause. $1:38 to play. Davidson on for the O-zone draw, not going to win it out. Mansk takes it. Ryan O'Shea on the forecheck, pressure, couldn't keep it there. McCarter with numbers, McCarter in on net, he scores. Another goal for CCSU, they reopen their big lead. Unfortunate break right there for the Chargers. First goal they let up after that power play that they scored on. Shot from a little bit of range. Rosa couldn't best the goalkeeper. Minutes of play in the period now. Maybe another rush coming ahead. Madeira puts one on net. It's another save. Glove down. In the right circle, fed to the back door. Dance moves out in front, but no shot comes through. A little bit of pushing and shoving behind the play as well. Referees don't have their arms raised. We'll take another pause with 32 seconds as tempers definitely heating up on the ice. Referees are at the halfway point. Doesn't look like anyone's heading off to the box, but they're definitely having a conversation. Rosa will go off the bench into the penalty box. So now another CCSU power play, already up by 3 scores, a 5-2 game. Fans don't like it here in New Haven. Puck will be cleared instantly, so the Chargers off to a good PK. Had a very, very successful PK day against SHU last weekend. Definitely going to need one here. Monopoly. Trying to get it away. Chance to check in now on Davidson, past him. 3 seconds left in the second period, 2-1. We'll get some more pushing and shoving after the fact. Ryan O'Shea wanted a penalty called on CCSU, not going to get one. So 1:28 left on the power play for the Blue Devils. Chargers will try to kill that when we get back from break. And we'll step aside for a pause here on the LI Sports Network. Under 16 minutes to play here. New Haven with a 1-minute power play left. Trying to possess in the offensive end. Spryer gives it down low, some room, out in front, bar down, they score. Chargers starting to erase some of that deficit. It's a 6-3 game now. Look at this fantastic opportunity out in front. Brady gets his team within 3. The defenseman, Brady Tomasi. A little bit of offensive flair right there. So New Haven with just over 15 minutes to work. 3 goals is definitely doable, but they have to be stingy in the defensive end as well. Thomas will send it in, accidentally into the netting, so we'll take another pause and face off from New Haven's own end. Face off in the neutral zone. Davidson into the dot, won by New Haven. Madera dumps it in deep. None of his teammates there for the forecheck, so CCSU has a wheel and a route upside. Spun around the boards. Back for Tomasi, the most recent goal scorer in this game, as we're under 15 minutes to play. Spryer gets it into the neutral zone, broken up. Patio pressured, will give it away along the boards. Davidson in for the pinch. Collects on the goal line. Davidson sweeps it out in front. Spryer is there for it. Looks to Anthony Rosa. He's been in some penalty trouble this game. Gives it back to Spryer. Tries to backhand it out in front. Brady Tomasi has it sent around the boards. Trying to get back for it. Really awkward bounce right there. Spryer lifting a stick of Goldstein. Does net himself possession. Looking for Fassett on the outside. Fassett in on net. Tough angle. Shot won't go. I think it hit off the outside of the net. Now all alone out in front. He's denied point blank. Blue Devils definitely feeling a lot of pressure right now. Fisher gives it out. Popped up into the netting. Face off, one to the blue line. Quick back blast by Davidson. Davidson now skating onto a loose puck. Another big shot, this time whistles wide over to the right. Opportunity here for McCarter. He'll dump in. Gorman gets it, flips it through the neutral zone. Brady trying to drop it off for a trailer, but it's taken back by CCSU. They have some speed in their backs as well. Could have been called off sides, and they are now. Shuts down the play. 12:58 left in regulation. 6-3 still the score. A little bit better for New Haven, but obviously not where they want it. Bassett turning on an edge, feeding it down below the goal line. Poked out in front all the way through the slot and out of the zone. Little unfortunate right there for the Chargers. Nonetheless, it's good to see that they're continuously generating these offensive opportunities. Evan Fassett once again in, gets around a man. Fassett one-on-one, he scores! 2-goal game. Chargers are back in it. Look at this opportunity up the boards. Don't have anything in front of you. Make it for yourself. Bassett gets in on net. Scores once again in this game. .12:23 left in regulation. This definitely feels like a reality for New Haven to come back. Come out with more fire in this third period. Right back to the offensive end with Price. Little give and go action with Goodwin. Price gets it down low. Pushed a little off the puck. Wraps it up the boards. CCSU just barely able to play it out. That feels big for the momentum. Chargers have the crowd going a little bit louder at this point. O'Shea brings it in. Stripped away by Rodriguez. Back now in the zone for Mansk. Mansk will let the puck go down for an icing. Another offensive zone faceoff. Rosa will go in for the draw. Spryer right behind him. Face off and said one over to the half wall. Rings around the boards. Couple of stick lifts. Now CCSU break it out. Keegan Grace dumps in. Back for it is Taddeo. Pinched up against the wall. Trying to find an option. Gives away into the high slot. Shot fanned on. Now the Chargers can wheel forward. Evasive moves. Tomasi in on net. Finds the trailing man. They score! 1-goal game. Madeira finds the 5th. Keeps the Chargers going. You can see the huge celebration for his squad. 11:21 left in regulation. 6-5 now the score. Goldstein looking for something at the blue line. It ramped off one of his teammates' sticks but doesn't get in. Davidson's still there fighting for it. McCarter puts in a wobbling puck, ends up below the goal line. Chargers have erupted for offense, but they give one up. Right back for CCSU. Another 2-goal lead. Some fireworks as well as we're in the replay. Just want to show that shot, but some fireworks live in front of me on the ice. Referee circling around the penalty box. I don't know if we're going to get any calls off of that. Seen plenty of penalties in this game so far. Wouldn't be surprised to see some more tempers flare. For Ola, he needs to stay composed. It's an unfortunate opportunity to give up, but he's been so solid throughout this game. Max Gorman trying to get something away. We have an injured CCSU player on the ice. Still no whistle from the referees. They're letting it play on. Now with the touch up for Davidson, we'll get a pause. Athletic trainer should go out onto the ice, and we'll step aside for a second here on the LI Sports Network. Back to live. Alyssa Jimenez helped over to her bench. She appears to be okay, springing right back up as the puck does hit into the netting, so another pause. 10:21 left in the third. Monopoly. Trying to win it back. Sent all the way down the ice, now covered up by Ola. Could have been another dangerous opportunity for CCSU. Fassett forces the puck out. Rammed right back in by Davidson. Held up at the blue line. Puck loose now in the neutral zone. In comes Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for a centering pass. Ola gets it out in front. A great diving save. Gets it with the left pad. Keeps this game in a 2-goal margin. So we're going to get another replay of that off the whistle. That's what I've been talking about, those grade A saves from the Chargers netminder. Ryan O'Shea pushes it to the boards. Backed up by Brady. Tries to push it further along to Mansk. Does get it out, but Mansk lost track of it. Gives room for Brody Davidson to dump it in. Mansk now for some room. Here comes O'Shea. O'Shea looking for a diving shot, is pushed all the way into the boards. Another centering bid. No Chargers are there to receive it, though. CCSU in a mad scramble trying to get it out, and will. Room for Wosko. His shot saved by Ola. 9:02 to play. 7-5 to score. Power play upcoming for CCSU. Chargers just can't stay out of the box, it feels like. This time it's Price taking a seat for 2 minutes. I've seen a Chargers shorthanded goal already this season. Wosko trying to net one for himself, though. Will make it his second of his game. But like I said about that shorthanded goal, that could definitely get the Chargers once again with the momentum at their backs. Rosa with his back pinched against the wall, exchanging some words with Benjamin, who was doing the pushing. Long stretch pass, tipped in. Brody Davidson now chasing after his chip. Throws a big reverse hit as well. Out in front, Wosko, a shot, fought off by Ola. Just barely, though. Minute still left in this power play, approaching that 8-minute mark in regulation. Shot down Main Street, another save by Ola, puts the deflection over to the boards. Still looking for his clear from his defense, making that save through traffic. Madeira pinned down for a couple of seconds as CCSU will get another shot from the slot. Getting all kinds of physical action from both teams. Top of the slot, Owen Davidson looking for something, created a loose puck in front of the crease. Chargers do find the clear. Under 30 remaining in the power play. Owen Davidson. Back into the neutral zone. Alex Rodriguez chips it in. Power play now expired. Chargers can go back to 5-on-5. New Haven looking for the clear. McCree does it. Gives it over. Wosko trying to find one of his own men at the blue line. Taken back by Trent, looking to dump it in. O'Shea down Main Street, trying to split the defense with a backhand move. Still comes out in front, quick shot. O'Shea trying to grab at it. Mansk, pass up to the blue line. Chargers into the offensive zone. Evan Fassett has been one of the best players for New Haven all game. A little bit of a trip. Not going to get called by the referees. We stay skating. Bryce Jimenez creates a shot. Big rebound. Dribbles out to the neutral zone. Ryan O'Shea slides it over to Mansk. This is Price with it now. Took the most recent penalty for New Haven. Up to the slot, shot, save with the glove. Wobbling puck. Spryer trying to step up on it. Comes over to the right side. Quick shot. Batted up and down. Not a lot of time for the Chargers to work with. Trying for a pass over to the right circle. Centering feed popped into the air. Big hit in the corner. Crowd wants a penalty. They're not going to get one. CCSU just have to stay poised and content. Long pass for Alex Rodriguez, not going to get it. Tie up on the draw. Puck rimmed down low. Spryer gets it in the slot, looking for a passing option. Gives it to the near side with Tomasi. CCSU look like they're going to come away with this victory. Davidson once again into the offensive end, had his stick tied up so he couldn't let the shot go, but it's back out in front for another goal. 9-5 the score now. So with 1:56 remaining, this game is effectively iced out. New Haven got close to tying it up, but never exactly got there. Alex Rodriguez has been sent into the box for 2 minutes. So it is a power play for the Chargers. Face-off won by New Haven. Look to wheel it up ice, breaking it past the blue line. Gorman looking for a shot gloved out of the air. Minute and 30 to play now. Power play still active. Fassett gives it across in the defensive zone. Jimmy Brady looking to receive it. Instead lets it go. Fassett rims it around down low and on the forecheck. Bohannon keeping it pinched there for now. All the way back. Gorman will have to do this the hard way, getting it behind his own net, looking to leave it off. Pressured slightly by Brody Davidson. We'll have Brady come back for it. Brady will work it up from the left wing side. Cross the blue line now. Brady, the shot, glove save. Face-off won by New Haven. Blast from the blue line once again. Plucked out of the air. Selstad making quick work of a lot of these shots. Making it look easy as well. 33 ticks remain. New Haven gonna fall in this home game against CCSU, an M2 opponent. So definitely trying to punch above their weight class, but they made it competitive nonetheless. We're within a goal of tying up the game, led at other points. Penalties has to be the name of the game, though, something that they will look to fix for their next matchup. Ryan O'Shea looking for something backdoor, deflects below the goal line. 5 seconds left now, make it 3, 2, and 1. That's how the game will end. 9-5 victory for CCSU. Almost gave it up in the third period, but they battled to get it back. A lot of special teams play, and CCSU come out on top. Thank you so much for watching the LI Sports Network. I'm Kevin Broderick, joined by Johnny Malizia. And we wish you farewell from New Haven once again. Chargers falling 9-5 to CCSU.